Hello everybody, welcome to my house. Today I'm going to show you how can you create a Montessori prepared environment for a toddler in your house. I decided to do this in my own house because I don't have children and I don't have toys and I don't have a lot of child friendly things around. So I wanted to show you a creative way to prepare this environment for your children at home without the need of buying anything. I used common household items that I found in my kitchen pretty much. And I have this shelf over here. So what I did is that I empty out the two lower shelves. And one very important thing when you're creating a prepared environment for your toddler is that they need to have a space that is only for them. So ideally you want to have a low table and a little chair. If you don't have that, that's okay. You can have a rug or a mat. I don't have one, but I have a towel. So you can use an old towel to create your little toddler own space to work. And they really understand that this is their workspace. So instead of having everything around the whole house, the goal is that they will work only on their space. So let's say that you don't have any trays at home. Well, I use these baking pan and cutting boards, and I have this is a takeout tray. So pretty much everything I'm going to show you is recycled. So let's say that you don't have a lot of paper because you're working from home, so all your paper you're using it to print. Well, it's time to use that paper that is in your mailbox. So this is all recycled paper from my mailbox that I cut in little pieces. And I put it in this, put all the cut paper in this cup so it's available for your child to use it. And let's say that you don't have paintbrushes. You can use Q-tips. They can use this for gluing. They can use them for painting. The good thing about the Q-tips is that they don't need to go wash them when they're done because, you know, that may require some supervision. So if you're working from home and you're not watching them, that probably this is the best option because when they're done they can just toss it in the trash can. What I did is that I cut the tip because if you leave the two tips, they will use the two tips and that will create more mess than using only one tip. And I cut just 5 of them and I have them available because Montessori allows repetition. So if they want to do 5 gluing or 5 painting works, you need to have that available for them. One thing that concerns the adults with the toddlers is the mess. So we need to protect themselves from the mess and your house. So if you don't have an apron, you can use an old t-shirt, and I cut the sleeves and I cut it a little bit on the bottom so it's not too big for them, so they can just put it on and now they are protected so they don't get paint or glue on their clothes ideally. So the idea is that they will have at least 5-6 activities that they can choose. So the first activity I have here, it's gluing. Again, I put it in a baking. I put the gluing activity in a baking pan. If you have little containers like this, use them. You can put some glue in here. One important thing to mention is that you want to put out as much as you want to clean up. So instead of putting the whole bottle of glue that is going to be a big mess, just put a little bit of glue in a little container that they can easily open and close. Don't close it too tight because then they will need your help to open it. So just put the lid on so they can easily put it on and take it off. And then Q-tip paper and a little container with some paper that I cut again from junk in the mailbox. I found a magazine and I just got these pieces of paper so they can glue it on their paper. And then if they want to put it to dry, you can have magnets in your fridge and they can just go and put it on the fridge to dry. So show them that they need to put their work back on the shelf when they're done. And this is some painting, stamping work. I just put a little bit of paint. As you can see, it's very little paint. And I cut these sponges in different shapes so they can either do some stamping or they can just paint. And by the way, this is a container for soy sauce. So just an idea of how you can do it. Have something available for them to clean up after they work. Let's say the glue and the paint went on the floor or on the shelf. So you can have a sponge that is already wet so they can just wipe off whatever they need to wipe off. And you can have some crayons available in a bag. I don't have crayons at home, so I put color pencils, but ideally with toddlers you want to have crayons. Have them in a container that they can open and close, so that in that way they also use their skills, their fine motor skills. And just put 3 or 4 at a time. Don't put a lot of colors. So in that way, every 2 or 3 days, you can change the colors so they will feel like they have something new to do. And I have a towel and a spray bottle. This can be used for cleaning. They can clean chairs, tables, doors, windows. When you show them how to clean up around the house, make sure you tell them where are the areas that it's okay to spray water and wipe off and what areas are not okay to spray water and wipe off, because you don't want them to be spraying this on the couch, I imagine, or on their bed. So just be very clear. Oh, this, we use it for the doors or we use it for the tables. Be very clear with them what are the rules when using this activity. And I have this bag. It's like a magic bag, and it's full of different containers and bags to open and close. So this activity, they love it. They love it. They really love this activity. So the idea is that they take out and they open, they look what is inside, and I put some pasta inside, different colors, because this is something that if they put it in their mouth without you being around, it's okay because it's food. Also, if they shake it, it makes a sound and they like it. And it's also a control of error, because if they open it like this and they're not careful, it will come out. So it will teach them to be careful the next time they open it. And also they love to put things in and out. So this is something that they really like. And this is a sunglasses case. Open and close. They like it. A kitchen container to open and close. This is a pencil case that has snaps, so it's fun for them to open and close. So another container. These little containers that you need to turn the lid to open it. They really like it. Just make sure you don't close it very tight, because you want them to be successful when they do this. And this is another one that is a little challenging to open, but this will keep them very occupied for a little while. So these are the things that I have in my magic bag. And then, they put them back in. Make sure you have things that they can open by themselves and are just a little bit challenging, because if they are very difficult to open, then they will be interrupting you and asking you for help. And the idea of this shelf is to keep them working by themselves. This is another activity you can have. It is lacing beads. If you don't have beads, you can cut some straws in little pieces. If you don't have thread or string or anything like this, you can use a shoelace for this activity. What I recommend is that you lace the first bead or the first straw piece, and then you make a knot. So you make an end, and when they are doing this activity, they can be successful, and the bead or the straw is not going to fall out. And you can also make necklaces or bracelets with the straws. You're going to like it. And this is an activity that they really, really like as well. And snack. We all know toddlers love to eat. So have their snack available for them. What I did is that I opened this bar and I left it open, so they don't need my help. They can just open it and eat it by themselves. These string cheeses also started. I already opened it a little bit so they can continue pulling and they can eat it without my help. They can just bite the apple, that's okay. You can also have a banana and you can peel the tip of the banana, and when they're hungry they can come and continue peeling and they eating it. Or a little mandarin that also, it's easy for them to peel off. And if you have the tray, they will put the trash in here, and then you can show them previously where the trash can is, so when they are done they can go toss their trash in the trash can. And have their water or any drink available for them. If you don't have a pitcher and a cup, which is ideally, you can just use any cup you have or any water bottle and have it available over there, so they don't need you every time they are thirsty. And then I'm going to show you a picture of how you can display some books in any table that you have available in your house. When you have the books displayed in that way, it's more inviting for them to get them, sit down and take a look at the pictures. So I hope you find these ideas inspiring, and I'm going to try to have more activities for you on the next video, and I hope you like it. Bye-bye.